So this one is called Trick or Treat. It was trick or treat night. And me, Jaden, Carter, and your mom were trick or treating. We were doing a very good job trick or treating, getting lots of candy, filling up our bags. I was dressed up as a kid, so they were giving me candy. Your mom was dressed up as Cabbage Patch Kid, so they're giving her candy. And you two were dressed up like Master Chief and Optimus Prime. There you go. Now you know. And as we were trick-or-treating, we saw one of those cool alien costumes where it looked like the alien was carrying the kid away. And we followed them, and the kid went into a house. And so we said, let's go trick-or-treating at that house. And we knocked on the door. We were surprised at what answered the door. It was the alien that looked like it was carrying the kid. And we said, hey, is this your house? And it went, and you're like, and I looked inside, and it didn't look like a house at all. It looked like a spaceship. We're like, well, the trick's on us. So have a treat. So I gave him a Kit Kat bar, and we walked away from the house. They're like, well, that was creepy. So we went to the next house. And this one was in the woods. And we went to this house, knocked on the door. We said, trick or treat. And it was Bigfoot that answered the door. No, not somebody who was dressed up like Bigfoot. It was freaking Bigfoot. He answered the door. So when Bigfoot answered the door, he went, I was like, so what do you dress up as tonight? Chewbacca? And Bigfoot went, he laughed. That's what that was. So I said, you know what? The trick's on us. I'm going to give you a treat. So I gave Bigfoot a treat, and he went, well, we left Bigfoot's house for a moment. We went to our car, we got a bunch of toilet paper out, and we threw toilet paper all over his trees. And then he opened up the door and went, and we ran away and drove off as fast as we could. But then we found the next house. And the next house, we went up, we knocked on the door, and this time, it was a lawn gnome. Yes, a lawn gnome. Like a ceramic lawn gnome answered the door. And it just sat there. And I said, I'm not even going to ask this time. And I said, you know what? Just promise me not to creep us out, and we'll leave. The lawn gnome said nothing. I was like, okay, that's disturbing. We turn around, we walk away. And I hear clink, 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 clink. And we turn around. And there's a lawn gnome. I don't hear any music. There we go. That's really loud. So like I said, we stepped away from the door. We didn't actually smash the gnome. I was lying about that. I was trying to finish up the story so that we could take that phone call. What really happened, we started walking away from the door, and I heard clink, clink, clink. We turned around, and there was the gnome. It was just a few feet behind us, and it was on the sidewalk. We turned around again and started walking. Clink, clink, clink. I turn around, I scream in his face, I say, what the heck? This is the weirdest one yet. You know what sorts of monsters we've seen tonight? We saw Bigfoot, we saw an alien, and the stupid yard gnome is the scariest thing that we've come across so far. Start walking away. Clink, clink, clink. I turn around and I go, ah! and I kick it. And it goes flying through the air. Anyway, we keep on walking. And as we're walking, we come to the next house. In the next house, we knock. They open the door, and it's an old person. I'm like, well, that's fantastic. You're the first normal person we've seen all night. And he said, normal person? Who are you talking about? What do you mean who am I talking about? I'm sorry, trick or treat. And he said, the trick is on you. He transformed into a werewolf right in front of us. And so we all screamed and our hair stood straight up, including Mama's. That was really funny. So her hair was really tall and it stood straight up. And we started running. And some weird, funky 60s hippie music started playing as we ran through the forest and ran past the houses and everything else. And then we came across a pond, and out of the pond, a big old serpent's neck popped out. It was the Loch Ness Monster. And it looked down at the werewolf and went, roar! And the werewolf went, roar! And ran away. Well, we were pretty worn out from all this trick-or-treating and running from werewolves. So we get back to our home. We walk up to the door, and as I'm unlocking the door, I hear clink, clink, clink. The end.
Wait.
I don't know. This is mine. Is there anything floating in there?
Yeah.
Drinking a water that you don't know whether it's yours or not. That's scary.
Hi everybody, and thanks for listening to the story tonight. We hope you enjoyed it, and have a great rest of your night.
You guys are horrifying.
Oh.